What is up YouTube? This is your host Yasin Nizami, and today we are going to talk about selling your house. It's very timely because we are living in a market condition where it is extreme seller's market, and it's important for you to understand what needs to be done if you want to sell your house right now. So let's dive into it. Before you make a decision to sell your property, understand what market condition you are living in. It could be a seller's market, it could be a buyer's market, or it could be a buyer's market. It depends on various factors, but the number one factor that determines it is the month of inventory. In simple words, how many houses are left for buyers to shop around. If it's 2 months worth of inventory, it's considered balanced market. If it's a less than 2 months worth of inventory, that means the buyers have less options and choices available to shop around, which will lead to sellers to kind of negotiate in their favor, and hence it is considered seller's market. But if it is more than 2 months worth of inventory, let's say 3 months or 3 months plus months of inventory, that means buyers have a lot of choices and options to shop around, and then the sellers will have to make an extra effort to attract buyers' attention. Hence it is considered a buyer's market. So you made a decision to sell your house. Now what's next? You can sell your house yourself, or DIY, what people call them, or sell by owner. But understand, it comes with caveat. Unless you are a professional investor or you understand the market very well, I would suggest hire a realtor. Well, for various reasons. Number one, the real estate agents or realtors are professional sales guys. The companies, if they want to sell a premium product, they hire professional sellers. They don't just put the product on their website and expect the product to be stored. They hire professional sellers, and same is the case with the real estate. Because if you want to sell your property, make sure that you understand the dynamics of the market. If you understand the market, if you understand where the market is going, is it a seller or buyer's market or buyer's market, if you know how to price the property, then perhaps you can sell the property yourself. And the realtor does not only help you to list your property, he or she will help you to understand the market dynamics. He or she will help you to price your property accordingly, because it's very important to not to underprice your property or not to overprice property, because it will not likely to go in your favor. He will guide you, step by step throughout the whole process in terms of what needs to be done in order to complete the transaction. So it's very important for you to understand the differences between the two, and then decide, whether you want to sell the property by yourself or hire a professional realtor. Okay, so let's say you decide whether this is you're gonna sell by yourself or hire a realtor. Now prepare your property. Your property is your product. Okay, if the company wants to sell the product, it needs to be presented well. This is your product, right? So you need to make sure the property is professionally clean, it's decluttered, move all the furnitures out, and get a professional interior designer to stage your property. If you're selling $1 million property, it doesn't matter if you spend $2,000 to stage a property. When you declutter your house, make sure you remove all your personal belongings, whether this is religious or something else, because it's religious for you, but understand from buyer's perspective. The buyer should imagine their house as their own house. Okay, so you need to make it more generic and more presentable in terms of how the buyer should look at it, and they should be able to experience their own house inside your home. Once the staging is done, hire a professional photographer to take professional photos of your house. Not just use your iPhone or Android phone to take pictures and put them on MLS, and get your property 3D imaging or 3D virtual tours. And I'm not talking about just collecting pictures and create a video. I'm talking about creating a fully enabled 3D experience. Just like when you search Google Street, similar to that, there are professional photographers available who can create a 3D image of your property. Because in this pandemic where people are not moving out and going into open showing, it's very important for you to present your property in a way that people can experience it from their computer or mobile phone. And when you hire a realtor, understand that realtor needs to be expert in everything that goes along with the marketing, whether this is social media marketing or digital marketing, and he should be well presented as well when it comes to negotiating the deal. Oftentimes I've seen realtors who are representing sellers, they knowingly or unknowingly disclose some of the facts about the sellers, which shouldn't be disclosed because it can go against seller when it comes to negotiation. So make sure whoever you hire as a realtor, he has a speaking power, a negotiating power, and can represent your interest when it comes to negotiating the deal. When it comes to showing, make sure you're not around. Buyers do not feel confident and comfortable and the sellers are still in the property. Make sure you are out or moved out of the property while the showings are done. Oftentimes I suggest my clients to move out of the property, maybe stay somewhere outside in a hotel or with your friends and families, and leave the property completely open for buyers so that they can experience the house in a comfortable manner. Also understand, when you list your property, ask your lead realtor to also advertise that property in other real estate boards as well. There is a technique that realtors use to kind of advertise interboards as well. That gives you an extra exposure of your property to the people who are not even looking into your local board, but also the other boards as well. Make sure you also tell your realtor, what should be your closing period, when you will be looking to close the property and move out. Who is your lawyer? If you don't have the lawyer, ask your realtor to recommend you a professional lawyer who can guide you entire process about the legal responsibilities and things need to be taken care of. The other thing you should do is to get the inspection report handy just before listing your house, because it will help you greatly when it comes to negotiating the deal. It's like, when you are going to sell your car, the car salesman will say, hey, it has this fault and that fault and that fault, and they will try to reduce the price and pressure you by pointing these faults. If you have an inspection report handy and whatever findings that comes in the report, you can decide whether you want to fix them before selling your house, or you can offset that cost in the price and then negotiate the deal in a better way, rather than blindly not understanding the total cost of those repairs, eventually reducing your house price significantly. So it's a seller's market in February 2021. If you want to sell your house, this is the best time to sell. And I'm your local realtor in Milton. If you need my help or my services, give me a call. I will be happy to help. That's it from me. I hope you like it. If you do, give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so that you will continue to be seeing these videos on a regular basis. I'll see you in my next video. Take care.